KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 5. We're looking around the state this afternoon, seeing overcast conditions really for the first time this week. Some patches of blues perhaps up towards Williston, but temperatures sitting below 10 degrees, but again above zero at least for today. Notice those winds though are more northerly. We're at about 10 to 15 or 20 miles per hour. We'll see the breeze in and out over the course of the weekend, but calming down for the most part next week. And that is good news because you'll see how cold we get as we get into the beginning stages of next week. Temperatures right now are a little bit above zero for pretty much the entirety of the region. Won't be seeing this for too much longer, so don't get too used to this. And of course, those wind chills right now brought to you by Absolute Comfort Plumbing and Heating. We're in the teens and 20s below for a lot of the region, seeing some 20s below towards Mohall, Crosby out towards Plentywood. Really teens below is kind of the name of the game, though, for the majority of the region at this hour. Overnight lows getting down to about 10 degrees below zero this evening. Probably the last time will be this warm, comparatively speaking, of course, over the next 5 to 6 nights. Maybe even a few record lows coming as we get into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday of our next week. But first, we have that snow chance rocking and rolling on in tonight. It's about midnight or 1 a.m. Some light snow out towards the west to begin with. Shouldn't be anything too crazy, but gradually filtering into our south central areas, especially by about 7, 8, or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Most of this should be out of here a little bit past noon tomorrow, maybe about 2 o'clock at the latest here. Shouldn't be anything, again, too crazy, maybe a half an inch to an inch for a lot of our 83 corridor and points out towards the west. Some lucky friends in that southwestern corner, you might get to an inch and a half, but again, should be light and fluffy for the most part. Nothing too crazy. Should be in and out of here again in about 8 to 10 hours over the course of this system. So the overall pattern shows this area of high pressure just pretty much parking itself off towards our northwest. We'll be on the front side of this high, so the winds will shift over the next 24 hours to more out of the north. As that happens, we'll get progressively colder step by step, day by day over the next 4 to 5 days. This stationary fronts right here are going to give us some of that light snow as we push into tomorrow morning. But overall, we do get drier once we get past this system into tomorrow. Just this overall very cold for the most part next week. And how cold, you may ask? Well, tomorrow near zero for our forecast highs. Most of us below zero, in fact, as we push into our Sunday. And yes, our highs get into the teens below zero for both Monday and Tuesday, and then still below zero as we get into our Wednesday. So that's at least 4 to 5 straight days of being below zero for those highs, and those lows are even colder here. Going to be getting into the 30s below zero by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday especially. And again, these aren't wind chills. These are actual forecast temperatures. The wind chills will be even colder than this. Probably the coldest week we will have had so far this year. So definitely got to get through this, but some warmth is coming. And overall, we'll see that in the next couple of graphics here. Looking at Williston's first 5 days, of course, sitting again, I guess around zero tomorrow for the forecast high, but teens below, going to push in for Monday and Tuesday. Overnight lows 30s below zero for 3 straight nights out towards Williston. Dickinson, much of the same near 30 below Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night, and 4 straight daytime highs below zero. Looking at Minot, a similar story overall. Snow showers into tomorrow, teens below for the highs, but look at Friday up to 21 degrees, and by Saturday and Sunday, maybe even some 30s, or yes, even some 40s. So the warmth is coming, but we have the coldest week of the year to get through before that. And Bismarck's next few days, 12 below is the coldest for Monday's high, 33 below, maybe even colder than that, and maybe even a few records broken next week, Joel.
So if we're going to do that, you may as well make it worthwhile if it's going to be bone-chilling nights.
Let's make some history here. I mean, Bismarck's only been this cold 7 or 8 times ever in late February, so might as well go for a 9th time, I guess.
Yeah, 2025 ought to count for something somewhere. I mean, we got 365 days. Just make it one. I mean, really.
This should be the last time we get into the 20s and 30s below for those lows this winter. Hopefully it is, at least.
Hopefully it's less.